Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully, you guys having a good one so far. Also, hopefully, you guys enjoyed your Labor Day weekend and Labor Day itself. Whether if you, spent it with family, friends, or even just relaxed. However spent it. Hopefully, you enjoyed it and had fun or whatever. But I just wanted to give a brief synopsis on people twist the story, making you the villain to feel better, right? Um, like, have you ever stopped to think about how the way we may tell stories can really flip our perception of like what actually happened? It's kind of like narrative control, where like the storyteller or the person telling the story or whatever, they get to decide who's the hero and who's the villain. And it's surprisingly common. And whenever we are in the midst of a conflict, I think it's very easy to get caught up in the emotions of that moment and lose sight of what's really going on. But it's amazing like how often the person who's most vocal about their side can manipulate the narrative to make themselves seem like the victim and the other person the bad guy or the villain. I'm sure we've all been there at some point or another, whether if it was like in a relationship, a friendship, or even just like a disagreement. Like sometimes it could be subtle, but oftentimes, or more often than not, it can be downright malicious. you know and the really crazy part is that when you know somebody's spinning the narrative to make you the scapegoat, it can really damage your perception. you know you start to doubt your own actions, your own intentions, and even your own sanity. It's like, wait a minute, did I really do that? Or am I really that bad of a person? And then before you know it, you're shouldering all the blame, and then you're apologizing for something that wasn't even your fault you know But then you have the ones that start to buy into that, twisted narrative. The people around you start to. And then now you start to face criticism and all these other things. And it's just crazy. You know. Um, it's kind of like an isolating feeling, when it comes to that. And it's just as prevalent in the media too, you know, and even in the way that we may present ourselves like on social media also. Like, take a like a celebrity scandal, for example. Like, how often do we see the PR machine kick into high gear, and then they start to spin the story to make the celebrity look like the victim? See it all the time. Or think about how we might curate our own social media profiles to present a specific image to the world. you know when it's like, you're really not that person, but you're making it appear like you are. That twisted, that whole twisted thing. Um, it's all about controlling the narrative to create that specific perception. You know, so with that being said, it's like we just need to be aware of like when someone's trying to spin the story to make themselves look good and make us look bad, so that way we don't get caught up in that cycle of distortion. You know what I mean? you know if you need to take a step back, then do that, because I think that's important when it comes to that. Gather your thoughts and try to calmly assert like what actually happened. And then two, we need to be willing, to listen to other people's perspectives and try to have an understanding of where they're coming from. You know what I mean? Like, this whole narrative control thing, it's powerful, and can be used for good, and more often than not, it's really used for ill. you know so just by being more mindful of how stories are spun and how they're presented, we can kind of, take back control of our own narratives and create a more honest way of communicating. I feel like that's really important. But yeah, I just wanted to give a brief synopsis on this here. Like I said, people love to twist the story. They love to paint you as a villain just to ease their own conscience. You know, it's crazy, right? But try not to let that get to you. You know, when it's all said and done, whether you want to believe it or not, the Most High Yah sees all. You know, He's not just clearing your name, but He's erasing the impact of their gossip, from your past. So just continue to walk with grace, continue to remain humble, and just keep moving forward. And remember too, the Most High Yah is your vindicator. He is. You know. So, but yeah, with that being said, I just wanted to give a brief synopsis on, this whole, people twisting stories and, trying to make you, the villain, to feel better, knowing dang well they're in the wrong, but it's like they don't even care. They don't care. They're trying to, what's the saying, save face or whatever it is, or save themselves. However they try to do it, they're in the wrong, and they know they're in the wrong. So just try to be mindful of that. If you know you didn't do anything, and people around you, they feel like what somebody else said about you is true. It's like, go to that person, specifically, and find out from the source. Hearsay when it comes to stuff like this, um it's crazy. Just go to the source, just find out, okay, did you do this? Because there's stuff going around about you, you know and if they tell you otherwise, then it's like, okay, you know but people really try to manipulate you and manipulate your mind and stuff like that, twist stories, all those things. It's just crazy. So just try not to buy into what somebody else says. If you got to do your research on it or go to the source, like I said, do that. um because people really try to make themselves look good for whatever reason. I don't know. It's like, just be good. you know just be a good person. What's wrong with that? So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I also appreciate everybody for the birthday wishes um, a few days ago. The wishes, the love, the prayers, you know, the texts, phone calls, social media, whatever. It means a great deal to make it to see another year, and that's one thing I always keep in mind. Um, the biggest gift, other than waking up, see another day, to me, when it comes to um, like birthdays, is making it to see another one. Not many have the chance to see a birthday, you know what I mean, at all, or specific birthdays like the milestone birthdays, like 16, 18, I guess 21, and unfortunately they don't. And as long as you're able to make it to see another one, just be thankful and grateful. you know so yeah. So again, the love was appreciated, everything. And um yeah, man. um But yeah, y'all hit the like button if you haven't already. When you first came in, I definitely would appreciate it if you hit it on the way out. Um, and as always, continue to stay safe, especially nowadays, because we see how crazy it is. There's no need to really reiterate what happened in Denver. I think we all know it's been all over, you know, um, social media, on the news. Well, I don't know if it was on the news, but maybe it has. But if it hasn't, it's all over, you know, social media. People coming in, just busting in, your apartments, houses, whatever. It's just crazy, man. So just stay safe, stay prayed up, like really stay prayed up. If anything, read. Um, you could read. I would say Ephesians chapter 6. That's a good one when it comes to like staying protected. So, but yeah, man, y'all stay safe. Stay hydrated. Um, continue to monitor your health as well, and continue to be blessed and encouraged. All right, y'all take care and have a good one.